In a small town near a quiet road, there lived a couple named Daniel and Maura. Their house was not big, but it had wide windows that let the morning light walk inside. At first, the house was very quiet. Too quiet. When their first child was born, it was a girl. They named her Lina. Daniel smiled, but the world outside did not. Some people whispered. Some people laughed. They said things that were not kind. Words can be heavy, and those words stayed in the air. Then came a second girl, Nora. More talk followed. The couple had judgment instead of joy. Maura learned to lower her eyes when she walked past others. Daniel learned to stay silent. The third girl, Eli, arrived like a soft rain. The fourth, Sarah, came like a warm sunrise. 4 daughters. 4 gentle hearts. But the noise around them grew louder. The couple faced unfair words, pressure, and blame. Some said they were unlucky. Some said they had failed. None of that was true, but pain does not ask for truth before it enters. Still, inside the house, something special was happening. Lina learned to sing before she could read. Nora loved fixing broken toys. Eli drew pictures on every piece of paper she could find. Sarah laughed so easily that even sad days paused to listen. The house was no longer quiet. The parents chose kindness even when kindness was not given to them. They chose patience when patience was hard. They chose love when love felt heavy. Years passed. The girls grew taller. Their voices grew stronger. And the house learned to sing, laugh, and breathe again. One evening, when the wind was gentle and the sky was calm, Maura realized something had changed. Not outside. Inside her. She was no longer afraid. Soon after, life surprised them once more. A baby boy was born. They named him Noah. There was no loud announcement. No proud shouting. Just quiet tears and soft smiles. The boy slept peacefully, unaware of the long road that came before him. This time, the same people who once spoke harshly now spoke sweetly. Some pretended they had always been kind. Daniel and Maura did not argue. They did not remind anyone of the past. They simply smiled. Because they knew the truth. The blessing was never just the son. The blessing was the journey. The strength. The 4 daughters who taught them courage. The house that stood strong through storms. The love that did not break. Noah grew up surrounded by sisters who protected him, taught him, and reminded him every day that worth is not decided by gender, noise, or opinion. And if you pass by that house today, you would hear something beautiful. Not silence. Not judgment. You would hear music. You would hear laughter. You would hear a family that survived and bloomed. Moral lesson. Every child is a gift, not a test. Kindness matters more than public opinion. Patience brings strength, and love brings true blessings. Those who stand firm in respect and compassion will always find joy, even after long seasons of hardship. Seedling.